Hey everybody, you're watching GTSam. I'm Sam, and we are back with the Cadillac CTS and after fixing a transmission cooler line massive leak. Now, I figured it'd be a good time to go ahead and then drop the pan, replace the fluid, and change the filter and clean everything up inside. And well, there wasn't really much to see because there really wasn't a lot of fluid left. I will say that the transmission is pretty stout after all it's been through with that, and so now I decided to make a video about it to make sure your guys' transmission lasts a very long time doing this process here. So let's go ahead and jump right into this right now.
The rest of the magic is over here in this trunk full of stuff. All right, I had to go pick up jack stands, stuff, the oil catch pan, a big blanket to catch everything, tools up the wazoo. So we are chock full of everything that we need. Now, why do we have so much stuff? Well, we gotta make sure we jack up the whole car. We have to make sure it's flat and level because we need accurate measurements for the transmission pan and the fluid. I'll show you that later on, but for now, we have to jack this thing up in very specific locations or we will damage things. All the stands and the jacks that we need to make this thing up and level on front and back. So let me show you where we're gonna be working at. Be very mindful of where you're jacking up the car. Do not do it in the normal spots you think is going to work, because it won't. Because you will damage a lot of stuff, as you can see right here from previous people, what they have done to my beautiful car. All right, going in, let me show you. You think it's just right here and everything like that, and kind of the frame and stuff like that, but you're going to hit the plastic and everything. So, Cadillac has the special thing right here. This here. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, what is this? So yeah, this is your jack point. As you can see from this very important image right here, you need to jack up in certain spots on the body of the car. This is one of them. I use a big piece of wood and a jack, put up right there. And so do it on both sides. In the back, it's a little bit different. It's weird, and you can kind of see where the marks are. This is pretty much, well, it. If you look at the official forms, that's it. I mean, you still have the pinch wells you can use, but super hard to get to, not worth it. So you're better off using that. All the gears out. So now what we got to do, take my block of wood here, put it right on top of my jack here. I'm gonna slide my jack underneath the car first and go for that little bump there. I'm gonna slide this in there, and it's gonna provide a nice spot for it to sit on. Going as high as I can go. This whole thing, as you can see, I got right there. It's under a big bolt, not exactly on the subframe or the frame, but it's on a big bolt connected to the frame, so pretty good. I'm gonna take it down nice and slow here. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. So once I do all the other things, and get back with you here. But oh yeah, put cones up because gotta stay safe, right? Do not pass. Just kind of hanging out here a little bit. This is an emergency one. Then I got the jack here on one of the frame parts right here, holding up a piece of wood. So we have 4 stands all in all. Hello everyone. It's time for this fine specimen right here. And here we are, straight on back. This is it. Okay, so give me a look around here. See, we got all these little bolts here, should be all 10s. And hey, look, this is my new pipe. And so this is where your magnet is, right there. So you get the sticker here, this is where you know you're at. So this is your drain bolt, and also to check the level. But we don't really have a level, so we don't have to check much. So, like I said, we got bolts all around. Take those out. Everything else should be pretty good. We got a clip right here to take out for an O2 sensor. And first what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lower the front end first, so we can drop most of the fluid out that way. Hopefully keep it mostly clean. And I have a big washable mat to put underneath here as well to avoid any staining along the way. That. So I'm just going to kind of, get them all loose. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my little drill. So I'm going to start right here. I don't want to say anything too soon, but this is nice. And I wonder if these are even torqued to spec. Are these torqued to spec? If that's torqued to spec, then that's something. Come on, baby. Yay! Alright, cool. How many quarts do you think we have left in here? I think it holds like around 6. I think we probably have like 4. 3 or 4, honestly. That could have been disastrous. Got the ones right by the exhaust here. So you have to use a 10mm wrench, go up there, use the angled side, get on in there. It's not as bad as you would think. So we got another one hanging out back here under the other exhaust. Cool. They're all loose. Let's go ahead and get the front really out of the way. My hair is probably full of transmission fluid. It's getting loose. Oh yeah, hey, it's popped open. Well, it popped open, but there's nothing coming out. I'm gonna leave the one back so it kind of holds the pan a little bit. I'm just trying to do this very strategically, and hopefully this doesn't completely suck. So I'm holding up with my left and getting the screw with the right. See how we're gonna do now. Let's see. All right, it's pretty loose. Let's find out. Moment of truth. Okay. Still nothing. Boy. Oh man, this is gonna be sucky. Man. I just wait for an explosion. If my calculations are correct, this should dump forward into my big old pan here. Guys, we got one last screw in the back. Let's push forward. See what we get. Oh. Hello? Holy crap, where's the fluid? Oh wait, there it is. Why is it back there? I think I hit the smackdown. Nice and easy. Ready? Oh crap, why is it coming that way? This is like some thick stuff, man. It smells like paint. Alright, gotta let down and pull forward. There we go. Okay, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh! There she blows. I wish I could show this off to you, but I can't right now. It's exciting times. I always love taking these out. So let's kind of see what we have here. The gasket seems pretty good, I'd say. But we're replacing it anyways. I don't want any issues, so here's all the fluid. Here's your little drain topper measure thing. So as you can see, it has a little rivet right there. Able to see how much you have in there. And so I'll go over that later. But here's the fluid. So we got some swirliness in here. And I think it's just because of all this. Oh boy, look at that. That's juicy. That's the magnet. That's full of stuff. So let's see. Let's take this out. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ew. Wow, that's gooey. Wow, that's really gooey. Let me show you something here, everybody. Wow. Jeez. This is oh man, coated in all this material. We got a lot of cleaning to do on this thing. Man, I knew it was pretty bad. I'm really glad we did this when we did. Any more could have been very detrimental. Oh, while I'm here, I just wanted to tell you that also the bolt weight out over here is 14mm. I would suggest impact not because I want you to use an impact gun on this thing. It's really tight in there for some reason. I had to use my big wrench, my 3/4, and we had to go ahead and get that out. It was not that easy, but the bolt does come out, and just looks like that. I'm going to clean up the bottom of this with some simple green. I'm not going to spray it inside, keep it on the outside. I really don't like brake clean, so I'm going to use whatever kind of natural stuff I can in the meantime. But okay, hey, it's starting to clear up a little bit. Nice. Oh man, I'm going to make this beautiful again. Let me show you how great simple green is. I know it's like not perfect, but it's pretty darn good for being, you know, a very eco-friendly cleaner. And it's already did pretty good. I sprayed on there, rubbed a little bit, and it really works very well. So it's already doing good. So spray it on there a little bit, only on the outside. Take your rag or cloth. Let's clean it up here. Smells good. It doesn't smell like it's going to give you cancer. Much better for you, the environment, and it works. So that's what I'm doing. So I spray it just all around the edges and the corners and creases. Well, I do declare, look at that. Whoo! That looks really good and clean. Whew. Wow. Do you guys remember what it looked like before? Let me show you. Check it out here. And now you see it again. Beautiful. Man, it's really cleaned up really well. Here's the back side of it too. Oh yeah. Excellent. Got the crevices, things like that. And just down below here. Yes. Awesome. Amazing. What I did, again, I'll tell you, I did a little bit of brake parts cleaner inside here. Initially wiped it out with just rags and towels. Then I, on the outside, got my little spray of simple green. I think it was like a 1:1 or 1:2 ratio. And, you know, heavy, I made it like a heavy degreaser. And so did the outside only and cleaned up very well. And look, the sticker's still good. And the inside, after I was done with simple green, in case any residue got in here, then I used some brake parts cleaner in here and then wiped it out. So there's no residue inside of it, just in case. But I don't think there'll be any issues there. Oh, what is this thing? What's this? Dirt? Oh, no. Okay. So, looks really good. I'm very happy. Let's go ahead and start putting this back together. Now, there's a couple of sequences we have to do here. We have to be very mindful of what's happening here. So let me show you actually how to fill it first. Just kidding, we need to get the transmission filter out next too. Oh. This next part is going to be fun because we have a gasket all the way up there we need to get out. Let me get you a closer view. So right up in there is the gasket we need to get out. I've seen people have kind of struggle with this, so I'd say be very careful trying to get that out. You may need like a pick or something. I don't want to say screwdriver in case you want to scrape something up, but maybe you can even use your fingers to try and pull it out. Try something like that. I'm going to try using my hands first, then we'll kind of move on from there, and we'll report back with my findings. Or even like a paintbrush, not paintbrush, but paint bucket opener, something like that. So that's not coming out. And I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna take it out because I don't have the right tools for this, and all my other ideas are not working. So it's very happy in there. Doesn't look like anything's wrong with it. So I'm gonna leave it. It's doing a great job. I have the filter right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in now. And that's kind of seats and locks in there. Well, cool. I'm going to show you guys where the fill hole is. Forgive me because I'm shooting blind here a little bit. It's this black spot right here. It's kind of like a plastic rubber gasket. Well, right above in here, you're going to feel that. There's going to be a notch in there. You got to be able to push and pull it up. Essentially, when you pop that out, take it out. You got to get your like siphon or your like turkey baster thing, and you got to stick it right up on top of there, and you got to squeeze all the fluid in. So let's make sure we can take that out first. Observe right here. This is our plastic rubber thing. Yeah, so plastic on top and rubber in the middle. So I was able to so we have to pop this top because it kind of compresses and then expands when you press it in. So when I popped out the top, then I was able to push up from the bottom and just get that right out. What I was able to do is take this tool, get right under there, right like that, and then take it out. So not too bad. This is how you're gonna fill it. So just keep that in mind, keep this handy, keep it safe. Put it somewhere safe, like in there. Let me give you a little encouragement here, guys. I gotta say, GM did really well on this pan gasket. It's metal, and then it's overlaid with this very rugged rubber. And you got these little spots here, these little nubs to line it up perfectly. So you can't mess this up in reinstalling it. Except if you're over torque bolts, then you really got a problem. So don't do that. But really good gasket though. Very impressive, very rugged and tough. Very good. Where we have to fill it is right up in there, right by the transmission selector over there. Now I want you all to have the best chance for success here. Now we'll go over where the fill port is, and as you can see right here, it's on top of where the prop shaft is, and you got to reach over the exhaust there. Put your little fill tube from your siphon pump that you have, and if you don't have a siphon pump, I would suggest getting one so you can fill it up and start dumping the fluid inside the transmission here. As you can see from this image here, this gives you a better depiction of where that actual fill hole is with that little device and the little plunger that is in there. Now you're going to go ahead and take your hand and your arm and contort it to all weird ways to reach up over the exhaust and get the tube in there and start filling it up. So leave the plug on the bottom of the transmission out until it starts draining out fluid. Once it starts to drip, you plug it back up. Then you turn on the car, let it warm up, and then you go ahead and turn off the car, take the plug back out, and then it's probably not going to drip anything out, so then we need to do the same process of filling it up just a little bit more until it starts to drip out once again.
Go and put the bolt back in, snug it up, and you're good to go. Overall, not too bad. I think the hardest part is really just taking the little drain bolt in and out all the time and checking your level frequently. But once you get that squared away, you're good to go. So guys, what did you think of today's video? If you liked today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up right there, and make sure you subscribe down below for more content quite like this and much more. If you have any comments or questions about anything, go ahead and leave it down below. Love to help you out, talk about it, and see what I can do for you. Also, if you want some merch for my new merch store and my new products just like this, then go ahead and check out the link down below in the description. It helps me out a little bit, and you get some really fun stuff. I got some long sleeve t-shirts, some t-shirts for right now, but there's more and more coming every single day, so stay tuned. I really have a nice slick maroon one on there. I really like some nice quality stuff on there, and that's my favorite color as well. If you guys want to support me, I really appreciate it. But guys, thank you so much for watching again. This is GTSam. I'm gonna catch you next time. I don't know what I'm filming.